What if a place you thought was just a footnote in history, a tiny military dot on an ancient map, suddenly roared back to life, demanding you rewrite everything you knew? Imagine a forgotten kingdom, its capital city swallowed by time, now clawing its way back into our world. This isn't a fantasy. This is the story of Lyncus, a lost city in North Macedonia, and its rediscovery around May 7th, 2025, is shaking the very foundations of ancient history. For decades, the Eurydice site near Krnobruki in Upper Macedonia was, well, underwhelming. Archaeologists first poked around back in 1966. The verdict? Probably a minor Macedonian military outpost, maybe from the 3rd century BCE, built by King Philip V to keep an eye on the Romans. A small fort. End of story, or so we thought. But what if that small fort was a disguise? What if hidden beneath the surface lay not a forgotten barracks, but the bustling capital of an entire kingdom? A kingdom with deep roots and a shocking connection to one of history's most legendary figures. Alexander the Great. The game changed thanks to technology they couldn't have dreamed of in 1966. In 2023, drones equipped with LiDAR flew over the site. Think of it as X-ray vision for the landscape, peeling back layers of vegetation and soil. Then, ground-penetrating radar probed deeper, sketching out what lay beneath. And what they saw wasn't a small fort, not even close. Evidence emerged of a massive acropolis, sprawling over at least 7 acres. 7 acres is city-sized, not outpost-sized. They found traces of a Macedonian-style theater. Imagine the crowds, the drama, and even what looks like a textile workshop, a place of industry, of daily life. Professor Nick Angeloff, working with North Macedonia's experts, put it bluntly. It has become very clear that the fortress was designed to hold an entire city. An entire city, perhaps home to 10,000 people at its peak. But a big footprint needs solid proof. And the artifacts? They scream city, the star of the show, a coin. Not just any coin. This one was minted between 325 and 323 BCE, smack bang in the middle of Alexander the Great's reign. Some whispers even suggest it might bear his image. Just the date alone throws the old timeline out the window. This place was thriving during Alexander's era, over a century before they thought. And it goes deeper. They've unearthed Bronze Age material, stone axes, pottery shards, dating back as far as 3300 BC. People lived here for millennia before Alexander even drew breath. Then there's a fragment of a clay theater ticket. How cool is that? A rare find, hinting at a sophisticated culture. Pottery, telling tales of trade. Game pieces for ancient leisure. Loom weights and spindle whirls from that workshop, proving organized industry. And a poignant human touch. A ceramic shard with a heart etched into it, a tiny connection across vast centuries. Carbon dating confirms people lived here continuously from around 360 BCE all the way to about 670 CE, over 1,000 years of unbroken history. So if this is a city, what city? The evidence points overwhelmingly to Lyncus, the capital of the ancient kingdom of Lyncestis. Lyncestis, meaning land of the lynx. Awesome name, right? This wasn't just some province of Macedon, not at first. It was its own kingdom in Upper Macedonia, with its own rulers like King Arrhabaeus. And here's where your jaw might drop. King Arrhabaeus was the maternal grandfather of Queen Eurydice I. And who was Eurydice? Only the wife of Amyntas III, the mother of Philip II, and the grandmother of Alexander the Great. Think about that. Researchers strongly suspect Lyncus was Eurydice's birthplace. This site, once dismissed as a minor fort, could be the ancestral heartland of the dynasty that conquered the known world. Her marriage to Amyntas around 390 BCE wasn't just romance. It was a crucial strategic alliance, binding the Lyncestians to the rising Macedonians. Lyncestes didn't stay independent forever, of course. In 358 BCE, Philip II, Eurydice's own son, conquered and annexed it. He was unifying Macedonia, building the powerhouse his son Alexander would inherit. So Philip was essentially integrating his own mother's homeland. Complex family politics, to say the least. This discovery forces us to see ancient Macedonia not as a single unified bloc from the get-go, but as a vibrant, complex region of interacting kingdoms like Lyncestis, each with its own story, its own power, before being woven into a larger empire. Lyncus wasn't passive, it was a player. Its location likely placed it on key trade routes. Professor Angelov even speculates, and it is speculation, that Roman giants like Octavian, the future Emperor Augustus, might have passed through here. We know it was important later. The fortifications seem designed to withstand Roman power. And this is just the beginning. More excavations are planned. Scientists want to map the city, understand its culture, its exact role. What other secrets does Lyncus hold? From a forgotten fort to Alexander the Great's ancestral doorstep. The land of the Lynx is reawakening, reminding us that history is never truly settled. It's a living story, buried just beneath our feet, waiting for the right tools, the right questions to bring its lost chapters to light. What other footnotes are out there, ready to rewrite everything we thought we knew? The past, it seems, is always full of surprises.